Welcome. Last one. It's the last one. Welcome. Do not be afraid of the timestamp. Do not be afraid of that timestamp. I know it. I know we about to go an hour. I know we about to go an hour and a half. You might as well have watched a feature film, but you watched a 28-minute episode of Insecure last night. It's the last one. Welcome. Hell? Do not be afraid of the timestamp. Hold on 1 second. Do not be afraid of that timestamp. I know it. I know. 1 second. 1 second. I know we about to go an hour and a half. It was too good. You watched a feature film, but you watched a it was too good. Minute episode of Insecure last night. It's the last one. Woo, woo, it was too good. Hold up. Hold up. We ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. Oh shit, I just had it and now how do I? Woo! What happened? Oh, here we go. I know what to do. Here we go. I know what to do. Woo! Oh my God. Damn, y'all are fucked up. Oh no, I got it. Oh my God, I messed up. Oh, we back. Jeez. Look at me. You see all the things I do for you? Do you see the trouble I go through for you so you guys can have the dissection you need? Woo! All right. Are we here? Are we here? I want to shout out Shy, my moderator for this evening. She is always available, always on time. I thank her so much. Check the chat box. She is tweeting you. I always say tweeting. She's putting the links in the chat box. Tonight, I'm your host, JustLatasha, for the final dissection of the Insecure Season 4 series. We back. Everything's working again. We back. I want to thank you for being here. Before we start, if you're not following me on Instagram and Twitter, please do so. I'm on Instagram at JustLatasha. I am on Twitter at JustLatasha404. And I am prepping to go into production for my upcoming sketch comedy series, Just Latasha's Interactions. I'm a funny person, all right? I'm a screenwriter, I'm a filmmaker. My next project is called Just Latasha's Interactions, and it is a sketch comedy series I'm hella excited about. The script's fire, the people that's in it is fire. I got Mandy B of Horrible Decisions. I got Dustin Ross of The Friend Zone in there. I got Jameer Pond and Cocoa Butter of BuzzFeed. I got Decent of Pop Dust, and some other dope Black talent. Some other fire Black talent in there. So if you're not following my show page, please do that. It is on Instagram and Twitter at Interactions, INNR Actions. And tomorrow we are having a special Instagram Live on the Interactions show page. Tomorrow. Oh, I never went live. Oh, I did go live. Oh my God. I'm panicking, y'all. I don't know what's up. Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? Okay, I think y'all can. Let me wait for the chat box to clear up. Okay, I see y'all. Y'all responded to Dustin. Okay. I'm so scared. I feel like this thing is like a setup. All right. Yes, please follow Shy. She goes by Laura. She has a Shy podcast. Follow her. Woo, y'all are already going in on Condola. She came in and ruined everything. But as I was saying, tomorrow we have an important Instagram live show. We are going through a tumultuous time as Black people, as Black women, as Black queer folk. And my content is nothing if it only serves me. So tomorrow at 7 p.m. EST on the Interactions Instagram Live, you will have the opportunity to speak one-on-one with a Black therapist. I want to shout out Geraldine, who will be taking over the Interaction show page. I'm going to remove myself. And when you guys send a request, she will pick you guys at random. I think we can get up to 5 people for the hour. You get to ask her one question, and she will attend to your personal mental health for up to 10 minutes. You hear me? You guys get a therapist on me to settle any discomforts, any ailments, any confusions with a Black therapist tomorrow on me. Now, I want you to understand something. When you ask the therapist your personal question, understand that there will be so many people in that room wanting to ask a question you've asked. So your question will help everyone else who's joining that live as well. So don't be afraid to ask. Don't be shy, okay? I'm providing a Black therapist for the community so we can heal together. We are going to feel good together. So make sure that you guys are there. I feel like, for some reason, I feel so disconnected from you guys. I don't know if can you guys hear me? Can you guys confirm that you hear me? The chat's moving hella fast. Everybody's ready to talk about what had happened. I see you. I see you. Okay. I feel like I would have seen a big stream of saying, we can't hear you. But y'all not saying that. You're talking about condolences. Okay. Whew. So that's taken care of. Before we go on as well, I want to shout out my patrons. My patrons do get an extra stream weekly. As you guys know here, we're doing Movie Mondays. I think next week we're going to start per demand, per your request, we are going to start I May Destroy You, starring Michaela Cole on HBO. That'll be next week, but we're starting from episode 3, obviously, so catch up and watch. It's a phenomenal show. So Movie Mondays right here, live at 6 next week. We're moving on right after, I'm about to say Interactions, right after Insecure. On Thursdays, I have the live 8 p.m. show. We talk about the week's biggest topic, but my patrons do get an extra stream. They see me again on Sundays at 3 p.m. live, Intimate Room. We had such a moving, heavy, loving conversation. We really came together to support each other and hear each other and listen to each other. While we talked about the week's biggest topics, we talked about B. Simone, Russell Simmons, and the On the Record doc. We talked about Dave Chappelle and how I feel about him continuously. So you guys don't want to miss that. That is Boozy Brunch Sundays. It is a Patreon exclusive stream, and you guys can sign up for $5 and get that extra stream every Sunday. It's $5 a month. Go ahead and enjoy that. So my patrons, I want to shout out right now. Shout out to Adriana, Antaeus, Durante, who's new, Ellie, Gabriella, Janae, who's new, Ivy, Kenya L, Mark, Melanated Glamazon, Shaw Maximilian, that's such a fire name, Shaw Maximilian, Tammy, and Vanessa. I thank you guys for joining the upper echelon of tiers. They have bought the dissection workshop that I'll be doing. They have bought the send your script tier that I offer, where I'll be giving personal feedback on your scripts. And they also get some gifts courtesy of me, some JustLatasha merch, because they have signed up for that tier. So shout out to y'all. I'm hella excited. Are we ready? Oh my God, I think this has such an incredible lag. What's going on? Okay, I'm actually gonna stop worrying about it. How about that? How about that? I'm gonna stop worrying about it. You guys can see me, you guys can hear me. All right, let's roll into it. Insecure season 4 finale. We have made it. The friends have gone through a thick battle, the war, and what is in store for our new couples, Issa and Lawrence, and Molly and Andrew, and what's in store for our girlfriends. I couldn't have gone on without doing that. Our girlfriends, Issa and Molly. We're gonna break it all down. And you guys know I love me an opening shot, even though this one wasn't so exclusive. But what I do want to pay attention to in this first shot, was Issa's very first line, where she said, what's the difference between a funeral flower versus a fun flower? I'm mainly asking for the price difference. And I thought that line held a very prominent theme for this entire episode. What is the difference between a funeral flower, something we have to bury and move on from, versus a fun flower, something we plant, grow, and enjoy? And when she speaks about the price, it reminded me of something. You got to worry about the cost. What would it cost you personally to keep something going? If it costs too much, bury it. It's a funeral. If you can afford the price, it's a fun flower. Invest in it. Let it grow. Let it be something new and beautiful in your life. What's the difference? How much it costs you is the difference. So let's pay attention again to the colors. You guys love color theory. Issa's in green, but it's darker this time, right? Like she's still naive, but something's coming for our girl. Something is really coming for our girl, but nonetheless, she is still on a new path. I know on my computer this shirt looks blue, but it ain't. It's black. Like us, it's black. Lawrence is in red and black, and we've spoken about the color red so often in this dissection series. Red flag, baby. Lawrence has got the danger. Lawrence has got the danger, and with this black shirt covering the throat, the heart, the truth, his grounding, the black covering that up, he's hiding something. We've got dark secrets on our chest. We're hiding our truths, right? We're not letting our full emotions be shown. But I love this because Issa's still in her little head in the clouds, naive, dream girl. My happiness is on the horizon. Look at these colors right above her head, right? And it's just something that's beautiful. And I tweeted something. If you guys are not following me on Twitter, I live tweeted the show last night, JustLatasha 404. This is the same red jacket we've seen Lawrence in already. He was rocking this red jacket last episode. That let me know he knew something before and carried it to this moment. And remember my very last episode, my very last dissection episode, I said, why is his emotions not matching hers? She's excited about the prospect of them dating again. She's excited about the transition to San Fran and him being a trolley nigga. She's excited. And his energy is not meeting up to it. And I'm like, what is he holding back? Okay. I want to bring it back further than that. When we watched them reconnect last episode on the Bouch, when they had that nice little montage of all the making love to the fucking, to the intimacy, to the joking, to the wings, to the all of it, Issa shyly asked him, okay, well, what's up with you and Condola? Y'all still? He was biting something, right? He was holding something back. He was really holding something. We talked, we done. Wasn't enough for me. And I said this last episode, wasn't enough for me. So after, in the last episode as well, we see Issa with her assistant. She's happy. She gets in the car, calls Lawrence. We pointed this out. That's where he's wearing this exact red jacket. And his interview went well, but there's a sadness there. Issa's still dreaming about what if we're together, whatever, but he's not quite matching it. And now, when she's saying, I will give up my friends for you. I will move towns for you. You are the one that makes me happy. You are where I want to go. And he's not matching her vibe still. This is strike number 3. Baby, he already knew that Condola mess and he didn't tell her. I'm sorry. And I tweeted it last night right after the show. He been knew this Condola mess and he's bringing it and dragging her along. See, the thing about you niggas, the thing about you niggas, y'all take away our chance to choose. Y'all reel us in, get our guard down, pull our heartstrings, make us fall in love and feel safe with you so you can drop a bomb. Because you figure if we're that invested into you, if we're that emotionally invested into you and your love, it'll be harder for us to leave you. See, if Issa just had that first fuck and he dropped that bomb, she would have left. But y'all spending time. So I know she's barely going home these days. Y'all eating food. Y'all talking about the future. He let her get that far while he's holding on to this secret. You niggas, I swear to God. I swear, you niggas. I can't. Okay? I can't. And him already knowing this secret, he asked something so insidious. Oh, you niggas. He asked something so insidious. Is me moving away a deal breaker? Here's why it's insidious. He wanted her to say yes. If she would have said, you moving too far, we can't be together, this isn't gonna work, he wouldn't have had to tell her the secret he already had. Joke's on you, bitch. She loves you. She wants to stay. So now you have to deal with this problem, and now you have to confess the truth, and now you have to be the man you wasn't trying to be, but your I don't know ass. Is distance a deal breaker? Like, is it a deal breaker? She's like, no. Now you shook, face cracked. Now he's shook. He was trying to give her an out so he can avoid accountability. Lawrence, I will fight you on my worst day. I see y'all. Prentice said he didn't know. So what's the sadness? What's the sadness? What's the unexcitement? I don't get it. Prentice also said that was Tiffany's baby. Prentice said. Ooh, something's in my eye, Chopper. We're going to move right along. I was just Lawrence Hive. See? You can't be with, you can't. So when Issa's ready to give it all up, this is his energy. Issa's ready to give it all up, and he's not jumping for joy. Ain't no colors above his head. He ain't walking on sunshine. He ain't doing that. Look at his face. Look at this nigga's face. Issa says to him, I want to surround myself with things that make me happy, and that's you. Look at his face. This is what he gave her. You can't see my arrow. That's what he gave her. Good, because I wanted to work too. I don't believe he ain't know. I see y'all. Prentice said he did. He didn't. I don't believe he didn't know. Right here. We moving on, y'all. Let's get to these two. You know how I know y'all be listening sometimes? Y'all got sometimes ears. You know how I know y'all got sometimes ears? I spent so much of our very last episode holding Molly to task, holding her accountable, saying that she's ruining her relationship, saying that she's not showing up in areas that she needs to show. And y'all still curse me out, talking about our Molly Hive and talking about you act like Molly and do nothing. That's not what I acted like. She ruined her damn relationship. And this is the proof. They are off center. And this red that these characters are wearing, this red, Lawrence has a wound. He is the wound in him and Issa's relationship. So is Molly. Molly is the wound in her relationship. I'm sorry, Molly girl, you in danger. This is all your fault. And you had no idea, head in the clouds, thinking you doing something by being there. See, some women think being present is enough to carry a relationship. That's Molly. I'm here and I'm fabulous. Is okay, and no, you're not feeding your man in the ways that he's asking to be nourished. Your love lacks. Your love is lacking. She is the wound. Here we have another black shirt. Andrew was closed off. In our last dissection episode, I showed you the striped shirt. She went and got food that he ain't asked for. She didn't check in with him. Right before that big ass dinner where everything came crumbling down, they went behind that banister. They was in jail. She destroyed the relationship, episode 9. So now look at him. He's completely closed off from her. This room, this setting, half life / half black gridiron. Black gridiron. You can choose new life or you could choose jail, but baby, Andrew matches that black gridiron jail. He's already decided this is over. Just like this season, this is over. This is your last chance. The setting is screaming at this is your last chance. You have a choice. Y'all either gonna go to the dead end or y'all gonna grow a new life. She didn't even know. And before we even see the couple, I love the way this scene opens, because before we even see them, we hear Andrew's voice and he's regurgitating to her point of view. He's checking around the room to see who Torian is, because the only thing he can be consumed with while he's spending time with her is what she thinks, what she says, her life, her opinions. He's literally looking around the room, describing her point of view before we even see him. So he's there, but Molly is speaking through him. Wow. And he hears her voice so much that he can spot Torian to a T, because that's how much she talk about her goddamn self. She don't know nothing about his brother. She don't know nothing about his sister. She don't know nothing about his childhood or his life. We ain't even see his apartment. Danielle said, I think Andrew was giving her grace, giving her time, and trying to see if Molly would take heed to what he was saying. And she didn't. And she didn't. Coco says, by the way, Andrew and Molly definitely did not break up. Oh, someone's sure. Someone is sure, okay? We moving on. Molly dragging her man to places that he don't even want to be. We moving on. Oh, Laura's smart. She changed it to the Shy podcast. She let you know. Go ahead and listen to that podcast. Nate is providing Issa a room in his barbershop so she can go ahead and be the entrepreneur boss lady that she wants to be. Now, sometimes I be saying you niggas, but some of you niggas do it. Some of you niggas be showing up. Wow. Some of you niggas show up. Oh my God. Nate shows up wanting nothing, being present, being still, being present. I saw a beautiful tweet online. Somebody DM'd it to me where they said, every relationship is hot and cold with this blue and this red, and there's so much war and passion between these couples, but look how neutral Nate and Issa are, just existing, right? No pressure. But we in this cluttered room, it's undone, it's unclaimed, it's undesigned, meaning that they have unfinished business, but there's an opportunity to rebuild here. Let's build it up. Let's start from scratch. We're starting from neutral, zero, okay? Mara says Nathan is just trying to prove himself, and I don't mind. I don't mind. Naturella says nourishing Nathan. Oh, I like that. They have unfinished business here. They can build together. Oh, that's nice. And usually when you guys see checkered print on the floors in film, this is usually a split in identity or a split in consciousness. A lot of Illuminati imagery. A lot of your favorite artists have had checkerboard floors when they make new videos, but that's another video for another time. It's another video. Okay, we don't have the time. And even though the scene is filled with mirrors, you never see the reflection, right? When we enter the scene, we BSing, we shooting the wind, we cracking jokes, we keeping it light. You don't see the reflections because they're hiding the truth. The truth is under the surface. So when we open the scene, these two are so far apart, but when it's Nathan's time to get a little serious, to tell his truth and let her know like how we feel. Mother. Oh, there's so much love here. So much passion here. Passion, I'll say, not love. There's so much passion here. And the duality, the twin theme, the mirror theme, the double-sided POV theme, the hot and cold, the dark versus light. This is so prominent in this series, in this season. Look at the lighting on these two. Look at the color on these two, right? And once Nathan gets real and he closes that gap between them and he really wants a first apology of the episode, my bad, right? And if you're a filmmaker, the rules are usually if you see a mirror, that's when someone's offering their fake face, their second face, right? That's when somebody's offering something untruthful. But when you know film so well, you can actually break the rules and make it mean something else. They came in fake, so through the mirror, that's where their truth is. And that's where he got down and bared his heart to her. Rhythm Nasha says, but is it too late for Nate and Issa? Look, Nate is available and he let her know. I don't know. I don't think it's too late, girl. I don't think it's too late. They're gonna be working in the same space. They're gonna be getting real close, these two, okay? And this red between their two images, like the passion is still there. Y'all went through the war, y'all went through the passion, y'all are neutral, but there's something still there, right? So I want you guys to take a look at Nathan's mirror. Now, I done spent all season dissecting for y'all. It's exam time. Because y'all heard me for 9 episodes, 9 hours, y'all listen to me. Y'all listen to me for 9 hours, dissect. It's exam time. No more explaining, no more holding your hands. The training wheels are off. Audience question. It's your turn to dissect. And I will be selecting the answers that are correct, or the ones that resonate with me, that are correct. Audience dissection. Are y'all ready? Look at all of the faces behind Nathan. Issa's neutral. Look at all of those faces behind Nathan. What do you guys dissect? What do you guys think that means for him and his character? Oh, it's exam time. Y'all gonna work tonight. Sammy J says split identity. There's a lag, so pardon me. Hello, Love says, ready to say the wrong answer. Y'all are saying it, bipolar. I marked that as well. Andy and Ruth says bipolar. Okay, LB, this is this means he for the streets. A lot of you guys are pointing to his mental health. His manic episodes, his secrets. Cash Kid said all of his personalities. I'm hoping it's only 2. Shit. All right, I think we're on the same page. Multiple personalities, bipolar, his past. And these are the things that I marked down. This is what I'm feeling from this as well. All of his past, his secrets. And I don't want to be insensitive to the bipolar community, the mental health. I'm sure I'm not using the right lingo, but all of his personalities and where his consciousness goes when he's not mentally well. I love the way the light is above Nathan, but Issa's in the dark. I think this looks like there's so many things she doesn't know. And I mean, that's with Lawrence and that's with Nate. Issa has high hopes, but baby girl, you're in the dark. You're in the dark about so many truths, about so much information, and it's going to meet you soon. It's going to meet you soon. So, whew, oh, our couple, we're coming to the end. I want to take a look at this set. Molly and Andrew are not even sharing the same space. They're in 2 totally different spaces. Molly wearing her big old wound, run into her bedroom, while Andrew's playing it cool in the cool neutral color room, right? But take a look at the TV. I love this shot on the TV. Do y'all see? The present Andrew is sitting in the dark. He's sitting in the dark, but his reflection, baby, sitting in the light. That truth needs to be said, and it needs to be said quick. That truth that he's not saying, it's going to come to the light. But Andrew, right now, in the start of the scene, he's trying to hold back. He ain't trying to hurt his girl's feelings. He's sitting in the dark. He's letting it sit in the dark for a second. But his truth is ready to jump out. Okay? And y'all are always in her house, and Andrew's always doing what you want, and he is not happy. And just when we could address it and fix it, she's got to go. She leaves. She leaves. My God. Let's get to Tiffany. We are looking for Tiffany. Okay. I love this shot because When Molly enters, the reason why Molly is entering the same space with Issa is because of Tiffany's essence and her presence. And though she's not physically there, her spirit, her the need to search for Tiffany. Tiffany is the reason we finally get these two girls in the same room again. So she's there, but she ain't, right? In her absence is what brings them together. This is getting layered. This is getting hella layered. But Derek, oh man, Derek in red. Now, we saw Lawrence in red because he is a wound and he has a secret. We saw Molly in red because she is a wound and not hearing the cries of her partner. Derek is also wearing a wound, but I want to be attentive to this because this is a little different. This shot between Molly and Issa represents the wound between them. You can't have one of them in red because both of them fucked up. But there is a wound between them. And even though Derek is in red, he's not the wound, but he is wounded. He is in this sadness and this dark place because he can't help his partner. He cannot help Tiffany get to where she needs to be. So by causality, he is a casualty of the wound. So he is wounded. I have to start writing down the names of people who DM me. Someone DM me and it was like, I found the meaning of catfish. And we found the same definition. So I want to tell you, Miss Gloria said she had a dream about catfish last night. And Kelly said, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, let's get into it. What is she talking about? Here's the meanings we found. Catfish appearing in dreams means when the situation is not all you wanted, but your ability to adapt and compromise have good outcomes. We've been stubborn all season. We have been stubborn, haven't we, in all season? I'm right, she's wrong, I ain't calling, you ain't get, I done did and you ain't, and boo. The second meaning to seeing a catfish in your dream means there could be someone around you not showing you who they really are and hiding their true intentions. Baby, this wound is loud. These signs are loud. They're loud. Whew, I really love this. It's exam time, friends. It's exam time. Mama's putting her feet up tonight. Work. Pick up your pens and pencils because you got some answering to do. You got some explaining to do. Audience dissection. Dissect for me. Dissect for me the meaning of this image. Y'all been talking about twins all season. We know what the color red means. Dissect, baby. Trini Boy sent that. Damien, of course. Thank you, Trini Boy, for sending that catfish breakdown. Go ahead, go on, dissect. I'll wait. We got nothing but time and opportunity. Y'all said, I saw them blonde twins. Go ahead, it's y'all turn. When in Rome says reflections, twins, twin flame. Corinthia says duality. Thrift Queen says the shining. Dr. Beauty says twins in pain. Not Wendy's, Kiara, please. Mariella says double-minded. I like that a lot. Zaya says Condola is Issa's evil twin. Now, we're going to get back to that. Y'all know it's coming. We're going to get back to that. Mila Rose says same red flags. Unbalanced, both on the same page. Mutual pain. I see y'all. I see y'all doing it. Y'all are learning. And this is what we need right here. Y'all know exactly what's going on. Y'all know exact danger for both Issa and Molly. Whoo! Y'all getting dark. Y'all getting dark. I saw this sign as well, and I thought it played right into the twin theme. 2 for 1, 11-11, all of that. I thought that was pretty cool. But let's look here. I really love this setting because, and I think this is just like design where the blues align on the left and the reds align on the right. Are you just having that hot and cold theme come back for the last time this season? Making sure that y'all, even though y'all on the same journey, y'all are coming at it from two totally different points of view. And the reason why we're here, the reason why the group has gathered was because they have gone on an adventure together because they know Tiffany so well based on the history and the love that they have for each other in their friendship. The very history and love that Issa was ready to throw away for Lawrence in the beginning of the episode. I'll leave all this shit behind. What's good? Burn it all. Killmonger, burn it all. I'm leaving. What's up? But we're here and we're in this necessary situation because this friend group is founded on their history and their love for each other. So the question then becomes, can you give this all up so easily just because things get tough? Is this worth fighting for? Is this friendship worth fighting for? Are we going to plant fun flowers or funeral flowers? Can we make a choice? Hot or cold? Can we make a choice? What are we doing? Are we planting and growing? Or are we burying and moving on? The question arises right here. Now, usually in the season finale Insecure, we get an extended view because we get a longer view of the show inside the show. But that doesn't happen here. Looking for LaToya completely disappears. We're actually looking for Tiffany. Audience dissection time. Y'all are up. Y'all don't get to rest tonight. Y'all are up. Audience dissection time, knowing what we know. How does a missing Tiffany parallel a looking for LaToya? Let's use our critical eye and our critical mind. What do we draw conclusions to? How does a missing Tiffany parallel a looking for LaToya? What do we have to find? What are we here for? What's really missing? Nick the Supreme, don't be joining late, baby. We done talked about the flowers, girl. Christian says, Tiffany was LaToya the entire time. LB says, both unresolved. Mila says, perhaps we've been seeing Tiffany incorrectly this whole time. Disregarding Black women. Miss Andrew says, LaToya went to Red Lobster. Tiffany went to the Mexican restaurant. Those are facts. Thank you, Laura. Shy Podcast for posting links. Those are facts. If you guys are not subscribed to my Patreon, do so today. Get an extra stream on Sundays. Chittum says the attention to each other is missing. They didn't even know what was up with Tiff. Y'all, a lot of you guys are saying I didn't even notice anything. Things are unresolved. People weren't paying attention to signs of distress. Like, why is it a shock that she's gone, right? Why is it a shock? Something was wrong and no one attended to it. The girlfriends didn't attend to it. Oh my God, yoga beginners, social commentary. No one cares whether in medicine or in murder cases. Ooh, that's heavy. They both are lost. So you guys are coming to the same conclusion that this is a larger theme to the inattentiveness of Black women and what it can cost them. The mental break, the lack of safety emotionally and mentally that is provided for Black women. This could be a conversation about that. Absolutely. Y'all are good. Y'all are doing it. Y'all are good. Okay. I want to take a look at this scene right here where Derek, the wound is existing between our two friends, loud and sharp, Their wound is right there between these two friends. However, Derek is doing something that we haven't seen from anyone all season. Derek is fighting for his partnership versus our women who are ready to kill it. So you have a choice to make, right? We're going back to the flowers. Is it the fun flowers or the funeral flowers? They're looking at someone plant growth. Derek is fighting for this partnership while the relationship between these two women is actively dying. And we have a double conversation happening. I knew she wasn't happy, Derek says, but I thought time would help. And that just goes into the conversation we've been having this entire time about the lack of communication between everyone, right? A lot of these people are really avoidant. They're not saying what they have to say. They're not facing the conflict. And time has proven when you avoid things, it can either hurt or heal. Time healed Issa and Lawrence. But being avoidant and just letting time take over hurt Issa and Molly. They really have a choice to make. But Derek, by way of his actions, by being present, by going on this journey with them, is showing them what accountability and stepping up looks like. And none of them have done that. None of them have done that, right? And this is Issa's line where it just gives grace to the messiness of the characters and everyone in this world. None of us are perfect. We're all just trying to figure it out. This is the theme of Insecure. This is the theme of Insecure. When y'all tweet them and y'all DM them, y'all are messy. Why'd you make that decision? That don't make no sense. She made a bad call. Life is messy. This is it. This is it. We're not perfect. We're just trying to figure it out. And the judgment we so easily have for these characters, knowing we move just like them in our real lives. You was out there hunching on someone's man. You was out there not forgiving your best friend over $5. You too. Okay? You too. I was wondering why this bus stop conversation was even a thing and why it was taking so long. I'm like, is this just for comedy? Does it serve something? But I was hoping and I thought that it read for a double meaning. When this group wants to get off early, they're about to pass the hotel, but the bus stop is way down and it's wasting precious time. The imagery of one, sometimes when you try to correct a situation, you've already passed the point of healing, Molly and Andrew. You've already passed the point. You're already at the dead end. You're at the stop you don't need. Or two, sometimes you have to fight to correct it before you meet that deadline. It's time now. I don't care what the rules say. I don't care what I'm supposed to do. I don't care how comfortable I am. I don't care if I have to break a few rules and bust a few eggs. The correct time to fix this is now. I'm not waiting. These are the choices our characters have to make. These are the choices. I said, drag me. These are the choices these characters have to make. What an ironic time, huh, guys? What an ironic time where Black women are actually going missing, where police are actually being called on Black non-criminals, when that one token Black person is helping the system criminalize Black folk. What an ironic scene for this time, and no one saw that coming. Divine, the ironic time of missing Black women and the usage of police on non-crime permitting Black people. And it didn't go low on me that white gay, because I'm mad at him. A white gay will be quick to take the mannerisms of Black women, quick. But when that Black woman puts her boundary up and says, you're not allowed to use my Blackness that way, don't they weaponize that whiteness and with a swift quickness? How he ran to the police on the Black woman he just said he was just like. Oh, she's your sister? The Black woman inside you is just like Kelly? And as soon as Kelly said, not today, you went to the police and you put her in danger's way because that's the privilege of your whiteness? You don't know what this Blackness costs. Out of here. Out of here. Get out of here. Kenya says, also between Kelly and the gay guy really show how too comfortable white gay men use our slang, try to emulate us while simultaneously throwing us under the bus and insulting us. And I'm gonna add to that, put us right in harm's way. Oh, you was gonna destroy that black body that you so wanted to covet. You was ready to destroy it in a drop of a dime. Suck your mother. Now we made it down to the Sheraton. Tiffany is right behind this door. And the numbers didn't slip on me. 505, the numbers didn't slip on me. This is mirror image. We're going again with this twin theme. This is the mirror image number. Whew. Are y'all ready? If y'all follow me on Instagram, I was prepping y'all for this moment. Are y'all ready? This is something that our characters were too fearful to do. This is something that our characters weren't brave enough to do. And Derek is doing it, and he's doing it by himself. He's facing the darkness. He is facing the darkness, and he is using that wound to heal. Black and white. Let me step from the light into the darkness and face this thing. And the thing that was supposed to destroy us, I'm gonna use it to heal us instead, because there's always a choice. Derek is wearing that wound, and he's gonna use it to heal them. And when you cross the darkness, light can meet you on the other side. Look at Tiffany dressed in white, those white curtains behind her. If you would have just faced it, there's light waiting for you on the other side. Open the door. Open the door. Don't be too afraid to approach it. Knock, face it, let light in. Look at it. And what I love about Derek, he was so gentle and understanding and soft and vulnerable. Sometimes you don't have the answer, but the most you can do is present love. Put love there instead. Put love there instead. He could have easily chosen the war, but he didn't. Peace can exist when you wave the white flag. Wave it. I give up. I surrender. I surrender to this wound. I surrender to the pain. And I'm going to put love here instead. I don't want to fight. I surrender. Now, I see you guys mentioning the red chair behind her. Absolutely. Absolutely, sharp eyes. Absolutely. Her wound, which goes with her wherever she goes, her wound has caused his. He's carrying her wound, dressed in red. Your wound affected me, but I'm going to stay here. Your wound affected me, but I'm going to stay here. And we're going to flip it on its head, and we're going to heal it together. I see that wound behind you. I see you carrying it. And because you couldn't put it down, it fell on me too. And I love you. Anyway. Whew. You niggas don't know about love. Kendra says he was literally everything in that moment. Black women can hardly unpack that, but he was so welcoming to her. Gah! Bernice said, what a precious couple. Christian Lawrence says, Tiffany always has a weave, and for the first time she's wearing her natural hair, she is stripped down. Beautiful. Nice critical eye. Nice eye. Beautiful. Stripped down. As I am, naked. This is me, naked. Look right at my wound. Don't fight it. Don't yell at it. Don't force it out. Put love there instead. Whew. Baby. And look at these friends. This is a lesson for Issa and Molly. who match the background. Like there's no more hot and cold. There's no more fight. Somebody has put something down by watching what healing looks like. This was a lesson. Healing is on the horizon. And these friends had no idea how to use their wound. They were weaponizing it. Instead of putting love there, they were weaponizing their wounds. Defenses up, ready to fight. And that's a decision most of us make. If somebody hurts you, if their wound affects you, will you be courageous enough, vulnerable enough to wave the white flag and put love there instead? We'd be ready to fight, don't we? Look at the lesson these friends just learned. Ooh. Put that wound down. Molly tried. Didn't she? Didn't Molly try? Oh my God, look at her. The worry, the desperation. Oh, our baby girl tried. But Molly, I'm so sorry. So sorry. I really love the colors here. Molly's in that new journey green, that new path green. She wants some fun flowers, right? But it's too late. It's too late. Andrew is looking, I couldn't decide if this was brown, if this was gold, but they mean the same thing in film. This represents the golden hour. It's the fleeting time. You had this much time to catch it. But we're either in day or night. If you didn't catch me at the golden hour, you're too late. The fleeting time before the dawn. He's moved on. And what I really love about Andrew, he's kind of okay. Like he's good. He didn't want this. This was unfortunate. But Andrew is serving you, grounded, stable, AKA, I'm kind of already healed. I'd rather you be here, but I'm hella cool without you because quiet as it's kept. I've been without you this whole time. You didn't give me that choice. I was without you this whole time. And the big question, what are you fighting for? And we didn't get an answer. I saw some people earlier saying they ain't break up, they ain't break up, they ain't break up. I saw y'all saying that. But what's even here? What are we standing on? And we said this many dissections ago. What do y'all even talk about? Molly couldn't confide in Andrew about her work. He can't, or he don't confide in her about his mentally ill sister. He can't speak to her about his feelings or his brother. She is a brick wall. Look at these blinds behind her. She is a jailhouse of emotions, locked up. What's even here to fight for? What is this really about? Just to prove that you ain't single? That's his purpose? Channing says, Molly never really wanted Andrew. She just wanted to prove to everyone she wasn't miserable. CJ says she just drew a blank. She had no answer. Eben, I hope that's not for me because I'm not Natasha. Kendra said she didn't know, and yes, they did break up. All they had was sex and balancing Molly's ego. We have no foundation for this relationship. Y'all together, join together, like, right? Y'all ain't together. And every couple we've seen so far has been in these opposing colors. Ain't nobody matched. No one's on the same page. And Andrew literally says that here. We ain't on the same page. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, you guys. We open up with Issa's back. We can't even see her. Because there's a truth, there's a world, there is a view that's totally behind her and that she is not in tune to. There is something happening behind her back that she is blind to. She has no awareness of. Thank you, Laura, for putting in my Patreon link again. Guys, of course, become a patron for an extra stream and other tiers that I offer in this filmmaking, this film passion journey. Whoo, here we go, y'all. Queen of Steel said, can we skip this scene? No. What did we just say? Face the darkness. Face it. Face it. Let me see what JustLatasha says, my twin here. Nathan and Issa have always been closer than Molly and Andrew, even though Molly and Andrew have spent more time together. I like that. I like that. That was delicious. I like that. This was so fire. This was so fire, this shot right here. Issa opened up the door. She still has her back to us. A whole truth is coming. It's going to blindside her. She still has her back to us. We can't even see her. But look what we see first enter the doorway. Before we see Lawrence, we see his shadow. His secret, that darkness introduced itself in the room first before we even saw him. Issa had to say hello to his shadow first. It's coming in the room. That secret, that mirror image, that reflection, them twins, that duality, that shadow into the room first. Shout out to J.R. Yusuf. Other F word says, fuck, and I cannot stress this enough, Lawrence. Man, woo, we out of red. Oh, we ain't in red no more. We ain't in red no more. Red where? Because it's time to let the truth out. Say it plain. He's finally up out of that red. He's ready to reveal that truth. But there's a goddamn lie. He said last night Condola came over and she told me she was pregnant. I thoroughly believe, and I know what Prentice Prenny said. Y'all told me in the chat. I thoroughly believe it wasn't last night. Oh, it was a flashback, but it wasn't to last night in particular. Oh, it was a flashback, all right, but not to last night. I will smack the shit out of him. I will gang it down. Gang down. I'm sorry. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Look who Condola's talking to. Lawrence's shadow, the same shadow that's in the room with Issa. We are meeting, our dualities are meeting here. Lawrence is the bridge and the thread between these two women. She's talking to his shadow as well. In the stark contrast, they are completely opposite from each other with her coils. I know a half wig when I see one. I'll be wearing them. With her coils. Go on and face his shadow. But I want to pay attention to this shot here. The theme in this scene right here is black and white, the stark contrast between this heavy information that Condola is pregnant. And they have paired Lawrence with this black and white painting, these two, this black and white couple, these two right here in this locked up, jailed space, this imprisoned space. With that dumb look on his face. Pregnant? I only nutted in you without protection. I only relied on the pull-out method. Pregnant? How does sex equal a baby? I don't even understand. You're ruining my life with my own decisions. How? Look at that painting. This couple is bound for life. Lock it up, throw away the key. This baby has caged like this painting, this couple right here. Y'all are bound by the loin and groins for the rest of your life. How the hell did nothing in you with no protection make a child? I don't even get it. And I love what Penny sees here, where Penny drew out via Twitter last night. Lawrence is wearing a dark shirt here because he's giving Condola the darkness. He's fighting, he's blaming, he's aggressive, right? But he's got a softer color on with Issa because he's giving her vulnerability and grace and apologies, right? And he said something. Lawrence said she was pregnant. The pregnancy happened. The conception happened before Issa and before he got the job. It was that long ago, but she had just told him last night. So it's like kind of out of his control. You niggas. Michaela said Lawrence Hyde was silent last night, but he changed. Right? Sailor Todd says, I was triggered when he said, is you gonna keep it? And it's mine. Like, boy, I'll knock your ass out. Mila Rose says, Lawrence is being manipulative. Guys, I don't believe nothing this man says. Victimizing himself so your hand will come down a little less harsh. You was out there knucking and bucking. You kept this secret. This is my own point of view. You kept this secret all on your own, and now you're putting it on me as if it's out of your control, and she's the one keeping it and ruining y'all's life and happiness. That was your dick. Danielle, the bum stain. The bum stain is back. The bum stain has returned. Lawrence got a bum stain, okay? I don't believe him. I want to pay attention right here because this is the first time we're seeing the front of Issa, and we get a peek of her shirt. We get a peek of her shirt. And I think of pyramids and icebergs and things of the sort where there's something happening beneath the surface, right? Issa's just this naive person trying to have a good time. She's at the top of the pyramid. She can see the skyline. She sees the opportunity. She sees the liberty, but something she wasn't attending to. There's something heavy under the surface, right? We got to look at the foundation that we're trying to build on. Let's look at the foundation we're trying to build on. So I want to talk about Condola real quick. And we're going to come back to Issa's shirt. Kaylin says, what does Lawrence have against contraception? And I hope you mean that instead of Condola, because I can't tell by this point. Everybody be changing that lady's name. But I want to speak about Condola. When she says doing another abortion is not an option. And I think of this often. There are plenty of women, and a lot of people didn't quite understand this decision for her to keep it while wanting to be a single mom. But you just said you wasn't ready for marriage, and you didn't even really want Lawrence. So how are you ready to be a single mom? It don't make no sense. To me, it makes sense. And here's why. No, this wasn't planned. And no, she wasn't ready for marriage. But to have a child at her age, she has to face the fact that this may never happen again, right? It's her age. It may be her health. It may be just up to chance. Are you going to find another man that you love within your time frame? Love enough to get married, but you didn't want to get married again? Will he understand that? Does it cost you to wait because you're sure you want to have kids? And you are sure that you don't want to get married, but you're not sure which man is going to fill that role in your life. Well, the kid is already here. And Condola is successful and she is smart. And I think being a mother is totally different than being a wife and being a girlfriend. And those are two different lanes. There are plenty of women, Shonda Rhimes, very single and very much like, give me my kid. I want a kid. There are plenty of women, especially financially well women, who make that decision. I didn't see that this was like weird at all. And I want to look at the setup of this scene. Thank you so much, Trini Boy, for the cash donation. I want to take a look at the setup of this scene. The twin imagery is back with these double doors. And Lawrence is sitting on this couch, right? The history between him and Issa. He is sitting on the history of him and Issa. And look what that red is. That war, that danger, that caution hanging right over Lawrence's head, affecting the history of he and Issa. But the twin imagery, these double doors are back. These double doors, you have two options to make here, right? You got two choices. Condola is feeling imprisoned as well, just the way that painting was for Lawrence. Condola is standing in front of these blinds, these stripes imprisoning blinds, trapped in this situation as well. But she gives him an out. And I want to ask you guys about this. Condola gives him an out and says, I'm not expecting anything from you. You could be as involved as you want. Either way, I'm good. Audience, question for you. Do you guys think that moment was genuine? Do you really think, did she say that out of courtesy? Did she really mean it? Does she know I'm going to say it just so he doesn't hold it over my head? I'm not trapping you, but I know Lawrence. I know he's going to stay. What do you guys feel is behind this moment right here? Tanya says Condola showed herself to be petty when she ghosted Issa during the block party. I wouldn't put it past her to be lying. None of them communicate right, but that's a heavy that's a heavy situation. To be pregnant and broken up and working alongside the woman who threatens your relationship, that's heavy. And that's all I've been asking this entire time, was to show these characters grace. DJ says manipulative. Denise says she been new. Kiara says she cares. Bernice says she probably only said that because of his reaction. Lynn says she's being passive aggressive. We got another one for manipulation by Night Flyer. Rachel, Condola was not being genuine. Jean says she said it to make sure he does stay, which goes into manipulation. Max says, I don't think she wants a relationship with Lawrence, but I think she would be upset if he did not want to be involved. I don't think she's trapping him. And I gotta say, Lydia said, don't trust that girl. LB with the heat. I'm just gonna say it. How do we know it's Lawrence's baby? Okay, L. All right, girl. Lakevian says, knowing Lawrence, he doesn't come off with deadbeat energy. And I agree. I don't think Lawrence would ever put a woman in that situation. He knows he has a kid out there. I don't think that's in his personality at all. I got to tell you guys, I believe her. I believe she is totally good with or without him. I think it would be worse for her to go on and have the baby and not tell him. He has a whole kid out there and you didn't give him the choice. She's presenting him with the choice. You didn't give him the choice. This is the situation. You have full awareness. What you decide to do is not in my control, but I know what I'm doing, what I am in control of. Thank you, Stephanie, for the cash donation. Stephanie says, Team Lawrence real quiet now. Condolences lying. She wants him to be there, but she wants to see his reaction. Woo! Woo! Rebecca's with me. I believe all of her. I believe her. Whether or not you stay or go, I'm good. And I honestly believe that she's good and capable and she wants to be a mom. She was never sold on Lawrence, even when they were good. And she was never sold on marriage because of her last divorce. She wants her kid. Let's get back to this t-shirt. Now that I put the bug in your ear, let's get back to this t-shirt. And I couldn't quite catch it in the photo, but the bottom of the pyramid says sisters. And this t-shirt is filled with many generations of women, starting with Queen Cleopatra right here, right? Starting with the Queen, who leaves a generation of women behind her on this pyramid. And at the bottom, it says sisters. Now that we have the full scope of this love triangle, it's audience dissection time. Mama's putting her feet up. I want to see the kids go. Audience dissection time. What does this t-shirt mean? And how does it expand the story that we already know? Thank you, Brown Sugar and Spice, who says might not be his baby. Okay. Right, I was thinking that too, Noni. Nefertiti, not Cleopatra. Thank you. I was like, I feel like that was wrong, but it's like, which one is it? Thank you, guys. I see y'all. Not Hotep Chronicles, Drift Queen. Kenya says the real love story we are watching is Molly and Issa's friendship. Issa has multiple times regarded Molly as her partner, and it's almost like we're seeing a relationship on the rocks. They are the end game. Co-parenting, open relationship, ooh, trauma bonding. Miss Andrew says they trying to pit us against each other. Ashley says friends over these niggas. Sammy says it means niggas ain't shit to everybody. What is wrong with this room? What is wrong with this room? Tony Toussaint, I like this point. Patterns repeating themselves. Ooh, Kristen, Black women's tolerance. Dre Smith says, value your sisters at the end of the day because these men are for everybody. You had me in the first half, I ain't gonna lie. DJ Gray says, Issa and Molly's relationship is the love story. Like Prentice Penny said, their breakup was like watching a divorce. Let's hold on to that thought. Let's keep that in the back of our minds because we're going to circle back. Not hood twins. Ooh, Rebecca Francois says, it's her tribe and she carries them on her heart and her chest. And Abby says, no matter what, sister friends are the real deal. And let's just end it right there. Great dissections, guys. Great dissections, guys. Oh, I want to do one more. AX Unknown says the story is about friendships between two women and everything else is tied up in that, albeit very cishenormity, a secondary but not as important narrative about their partners. And yes, I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. Everybody else is the accessory, but your sister, yes. Cleopatra had the different wig. Nefertiti had the hat. Cleopatra had the bob. I gotta remember that. It's a different style they was doing. So we get our, let's see, third apology of the night. First was Nate. My bad, I didn't mean to drag your ex like that. I was just in my feelings. Second one was Derek and about to say Amanda and Tiffany. And she has no other words, but I'm sorry. I didn't know what else to do. I'm so sorry. Third apology of the night. We have come full circle and people are stepping up into accountability. Lauren says, I'm sorry. And this is for the first time in this scene, this couple enters the same frame. Now, they don't like their starting point. They don't like the news that has affected them. But here, with the truth on the table, they meet each other. And because this is heavy and this is painful and this is not in Issa's happiness plans, I see you, but I'm not open to it. She is completely closed off. Look how guarded she is. Look how she closes herself off. Right? Okay, this is the truth and this is our new journey. I have a choice whether or not to even deal with you or not, but I don't like what I'm seeing right now. So far from what this scene tells me and the messiness that Insecure is leaning into, I think she's gonna stay, y'all. I think she's gonna stay, and I think she's gonna stay for two reasons. Number one, the way the scene is set up. These are similar colors. They're both on the green new couch. They started a new bouch with each other. This could represent a new start, a new bouch, a new history with each other. Is Condola a sister wife? Do they have to work? Do Condola and Issa have to share a journey again, but this time from a different angle for a different reason? We not boss entrepreneur sister wives now. We share this man. I'm just guessing. I could be wrong, but also from a writer's point of view, Insecure likes mess. They like wrong decisions. It's Issa's love so strong, and it's her personality trait, her personality pattern to choose messy. From a writer's standpoint, wouldn't season 5 be messier and more dramatic, where she has to figure out how to deal with the love of her life who has a child that's not hers and get along with another woman versus just they Nate. As a writer, EJ says, knock on wood, no, hell no. Dana says, let it go. I'm sorry, y'all. I think she's gonna stay. As a writer, I think that makes for an intense starting point. As much as Lawrence should have been said goodbye if he was an ex, he was always a part of the show for 4 seasons. To just start off something clean and new, that's easy. Let's get it. The Mel Experience says, I would eat rice raw 1 by 1. Dana says, Nathan can be messy too. Let's try that. She wants you, let's bank on that. Mila Rose says, just write him off the show. Sam. Sid says, dick is abundant and low in value. Issa, can we find somebody else? Let him move to San Fran. Woo, I see y'all. Y'all are not rooting for this. Y'all are not rooting for this. LB says, maybe a polyamorous relationship with Nathan and Constellation. The names y'all come up with, I can't keep up. I can't keep up. So I have an audience question. Is y'all ready? I have an audience question. Here we go. Were the friends right about each other all along? Were the friends right about each other all along? From Molly's point of view, Issa aligns herself with unnecessary mess, and she just does not, she refuses to choose different. Look at her. Look at the mess she's in. Whether or not what's in her control, what's her fault, who had happened, the Plymouth Rock that had landed on her, she decided to embark with an ex, with someone who was dating her business partner. It was a mess from the start. Right? From Issa's point of view, I see yup. From Issa's point of view, Molly is the root of her misery. You are the common denominator. From Issa's point of view, you don't work. No matter who fills the spot. Even when you have an ongoing monogamous relationship, you keep meeting the same end. You are the root of your misery. Were these friends right? Y'all are unanimous. Yes. So baby, what were we fighting? What were we fighting? Episode 1, season 4, they promise each other to hold each other accountable. Self-care Sunday. I will tell you the truth about yourself. And when they did, all hell broke loose. What are we fighting for? And you went through this entire journey to prove each other wrong. And here we are, season finale. Y'all was right about each other the entire time. Momi says, yes, I don't think anyone was disputing Molly's perspective of Issa. And Issa's perspective of Molly, it was their delivery and lack of communication. Laureen, what up, Booga Boog? My girl Laureen, her relationship with Lawrence signified a fresh beginning for them and added onto the immense change she's gone through this season. Kenya says, yes, because they see each other truly. That's why it's easy to talk to other people, because they see their potential, but they don't know the history about each other and the habits they developed. Distractions. My best friend held the truth up to me. She is my mirror. My friend held the truth up to me and I didn't like it. So I went out and filled my life up with distractions. And what happened? We busted our ass and landed right back at that truth, and we should have attended to it the first time. how far we've come. How far we have come. And because Derek has showed what healing looks like, Issa shows up to the occasion. And like Derek, look at this big red curtain in the window. Like Derek, Issa uses the wound to heal. Issa uses the wound to heal. She has learned. Let's cross that threshold. Let's cross over. Let's wave the white flag, cross over to peace. Back home, Mercado Restaurant, where they first began this journey of friendship. Let's go home. The distractions are out of the way. We have stopped lying to ourselves. Let's attend to the truths we tried to tell each other from the beginning. Let's go home. Y'all was happy Molly there. Y'all was happy Molly was there. Issa's color is always that beautiful, optimistic, sunshine, positive, ready to go, but she's guarded. She's a bit cool, a bit guarded, but she's here. Okay, she's here. She showed up. And this is the first time of the entire episode where a couple has matched. Our girls are wearing the same exact colors, and we haven't seen that this entire episode. Finally, move out of our way so our girls can get back on the same page. The first match of the episode. Molly said, I'll meet you where you are. I'll show up to where you are. And look how open she is, right? Issa's been hurt. Issa's been guarded. Issa's coming up with a little, she has to protect herself now. I'll show you my heart, friend. I'll be the open one. Let us go to peace. Let us heal. And so I love the way here, we're still doing our twin imaging here, and we're still playing with the contrast of the light, where the light is on Issa and the darkness is on Molly. But they're at the table. They're approaching this problem, this wound that exists between them. They're approaching this wound from different sides, but they're at the table, and that's all we needed. That is all we needed. So my final question of the night for my audience, are you ready? The final question of the night. Here we go. Final question of the night. Are we still friends? Take a load off. I'm just joking. Take a load off. Thank you guys for being here. This was the Insecure. Oh my gosh. This was the Insecure season 4. Wow. We have come such a long way, haven't we? We have come such a long way. And I'm so happy to have spent this time with you guys. I'm so happy we went on this journey together. And next week, we are starting May I Destroy You. I want to test it out. I want to see how it goes. I want to see if it resonates, if we're having a good time, if we're feeling it. Let's try it. Next Monday, our next live dissection will be at 6 p.m. for HBO'S I May Destroy You. I'm hella hyped. The story has been deep. The story already made me cry. We have a lot to discuss. We have a lot to discuss. Now I see you guys before we sign out. I see you guys talking about Molly, and I have seen this this sentiment over Twitter where the only reason why Molly is there is because her relationship failed. It was a distraction. Yeah. It's easier to lean into your trash relationship when your big wound is staring you in your face and you won't face it. And I know the majority of the audience is Team Issa. Issa did the same thing. And it really surprises me, like this imbalance. I really am so surprised at this imbalance. Issa did the same exact thing. When she wanted to call Molly originally a few episodes ago, was because her and Lawrence was already a little shaky. She needed to talk to Molly about herself and Lawrence. Yeah. Lawrence has got a child on the way. Get that distraction out of here. Let's go back to the wound that sent me here in the first place. They both were diving in to their distractions because the sex is easier. The romance is easier. It's easier. They both did it. Crispy Nolan says, I want real resolve. Ellie, that was so sweet. Thank you for that cash donation. You guys want a real conversation. I mean, it's coming. She said, Ellie says, yes, new show next week. This is it. This is it. DJ says avoidance is the theme. They've been avoiding the issues. Ree says, true, well said, I guess. Portia says, Molly thinks she's too good for Issa and only called because things been bad with Andrew. I think that relationship truly opened her eyes that she is the problem. And let that be a lesson. A lot of us, when we hard-headed, fall on soft asses. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And she's here now. She had to learn the lesson and she did. Yes. Coco Danielle says, I think I just lost it. These comments move really fast. Coco Danielle says, well, we all said Issa wouldn't take Molly back if things didn't work out with Andrew. Would Issa have met up with Molly if Lawrence didn't mess things up? And that's my point. Both they men have been absolute distractions and their end wasn't what they expected. And now they're back. Caroline says, yes, we need to delete Lawrence because he's making this shit hard. Are we still friends? Are we still friends? Thank you, Kendra, for the cash donation. You dissected the hell out of this, girl. Thank you. And I thank you guys so much for being here. It was such a beautiful time. Please join me tomorrow on the Interactions Instagram show page. I am providing you a Black Therapist Live. 5 people will have the chance, whoever requests and whoever my therapist, Geraldine, chooses will have a chance to go one-on-one with her and get a personal moment of therapy on me. Tomorrow, I am providing a Black therapist because right now, as Black people, as Black women, as Black queer folks, we are hurting. We are going through a tough time. We love our distractions, our TV shows, and these moments. Let me provide something to you for always constantly supporting me, showing up, being here, being on time, DMing me, tweeting me. Let me provide something for you as a gratitude, as a thank you at 7 p.m. EST on the Interactions Instagram Live, INNR Actions. Tune in to watch a Black therapist speak to you guys. When you send a request, you'll be going one-on-one with the therapist. And please know that there's so many people who have your same question. So even if you go, don't think that your question is only serving you. I'm positive it will serve everyone else tuning into the live. So be present, be there, get the healing that you need. Thank you, Soybeans. She says, you always have amazing insights. It was awesome. Thank you so much. I will see you guys tomorrow for a live Instagram show on the Interactions show page. Links are in my description box. Shout out to Laura, AKA The Shy Podcast, who have been putting it in the chat box for you guys. Become a patron, get an extra stream on Sundays with me for Boozy Brunch Sundays. We spend an hour together talking about the biggest topics of the week. And if you're general admission, if you're GA, I will be right here again Thursday night for the 8 p.m. show, talking about one topic only. Let's get it. All right, guys, subscribe to my channel. Please give this a thumbs up. It helps me so much as a creator. You guys have no idea when you share the content. Let your friends, family know what a good time you have. Get them to subscribe. Put it in the YouTube algorithms. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, subscribe. And I'll see you guys Thursday for the 8 p.m. show. This has been the Insecure Season 4 Dissection. I'm your girl, your host, JustLatasha. Lowercase t, please. I'll see you guys next time.